Game day isn't just about the game. It's about who you share it with.
Hey, kickoff's in 2 minutes.
Let's go.
With Fubo TV, your favorite teams are always right at home. From football and basketball to soccer and more, you can stream live sports, news, and entertainment all in one place. Miss something? No problem. With Cloud DVR, you won't miss a moment. And with Fubo TV, the game follows you from your living room to wherever life takes you. Because the best plays aren't just on the field, they're right here at home.
Fubo TV.
Myles Garrett. That's the situation we talking about. Obviously, we've done a lot of different things with Myles Garrett over the last couple of days. We've talked about it on UCSS. We've talked about it on all of our situations. But we've actually now, for the first time, got y'all's conversation in. Let's start with you, Trent, man. Myles Garrett gets traded. The first person that hits me up is you. You hit me up like, oh,
Listen,
my gosh.
I got it 25 seconds after it happened. I'm like, G-Bush, wake up, bro. You going to PMs? Wake up, bro. I'm like, where you at, man? Listen, it was crazy. You know, it was a shock to my system because I'm like, Myles Garrett, he sit out OTAs every year, dang near about. So I'm like, ain't nothing different than this. But, you know, you start hearing whispers and everything, and it's like, I don't know. And then you get the trade. I was like, this is wild. I didn't know what to think. I was like, this got to be fake news. This AI. This is AI, bro.
I thought for a little bit, and the crazy part about it, when it hit, bro, I was kind of worried about it because when it hit, Trent called me, and then Earl called me, and then like Wayne called me, one of my friends from high school. So if somebody you know you work with call you, then somebody your brother call you, and then somebody you knew from high school call you, you like, bro, somebody died.
You like, who passed away?
Somebody died on my watch.
Something is really going on, and you got to pay attention. Get
Like,
up.
I was waiting I was either waiting for mom and dad to call me, but when they didn't, I just was like, okay, we cool, man. Dad, what was your thought process when you heard the Myles Garrett news?
When I heard the Myles Garrett thing, I knew Myles was thinking about maybe trying to get this ring. I remember him talking about not being like Joe Thomas, playing for the Browns his entire career and not being able to go out and get this ring. So, you know, I was kind of thinking like, well, this is the time. If anything, he got the sack record last year. His boy Schwartz didn't come back. It just all pointed to it's time for Myles to head somewhere else. Yeah. And, you know, it was saddened. But, you know, at the same time, you know, Myles Garrett did all he could do for the Cleveland Browns. This team failed him as far as getting players around him. And it's his time to go out and seek this ring. And he's got a girlfriend that wants to be on the West Coast. And I thought, well, this is it. But you know what? We got to get somebody for him. And, you know, I'm still a Browns fan. No matter who leaves, I've seen this picture thousands of times with Paul Warfield left and all these other guys. Greg Pruitt left. But you know what? It's time for us to continue to support this team and get behind this team, regardless of what's going on.
Hey, you know what came to my mind when I confirmed it, G. Bush? I thought of the great Lupe Fiasco song. The show goes on. The show go on, man. You know, at the end of the day, you wish he was here, but he ain't, and you gotta keep it moving. You can't be worried about ex-girlfriends for about a month. You lose your job, you lose a lot. You got to move forward.
Man, so Bryson, you know, when I agree. Like, you know what I'm saying, we all knew Myles Garrett wanted to get a ring. He said he wasn't going to be Joe Thomas, and we talked about it a lot, man. So in terms of your thought process, what was going through your head when you heard the Myles Garrett news?
I mean, sometimes it takes me a little bit to process some things. You know, I need a couple hours.
Was you salty?
Oh, I was salty. I was listening to Tony Braxton. Don't let me in this pain. Don't let me out in the rain. Yeah, I was salty. But then I was hoping it was clickbait. And then after that, I went through the whole deal. I was texting y'all back and forth possible trades of how we can get out of this mess. And then I sat back and I thought, like, hold on. If I'm Myles Garrett, you know, what stage in his career am I at? What stage in his relationships is he at? Right now, he like, you know, I done did the most valuable defensive player of the year twice. Right. You know, and I done put my name in the sack records. Right. You know, I'm forever etched in history as not only just a player, but an NFL legend, but a Browns legend. He going to be in that ring of honor. Right. You know, And now his girl that he been talking to for, a couple years now, she like, hey, look, we ain't getting no younger.
You think you said she done put she said this girl put the pressure on him a little bit? What we doing here? What we doing?
I ain't saying that wasn't all of it, but it factored.
She said, hey, you got 4 years. You got 4 years when you got the game.
It wasn't all of it, but I feel like it factored like Myles. And on top of it, he trying to get this ring. He like, man, these winters is kind of brutal.
I'm not living in Cleveland.
He done did everything. He's like, look, if I can get a ring and live somewhere where it's warm and I'm close to my girl, I ain't seeing her after 6 months every year. It all start adding up. I say, yeah, you did a lot for us. That's cool. That's cool.
Your girl say, hey man, you can't be losing and it's snowing at the same time. You got to pick one of them.
Hey,
you got to pick one of them.
Listen.
I call this. I know no slight to his process of being in the game still. But I'm gonna be honest, this is a pre-retirement move.
Yes.
Pre-retirement.
I'm gonna take it. I'll take it to this, man. I was salty at first, but the thing that I really started to look at is, man, at the end of the day, man, you either the ops or you not. Like, and I celebrate Myles Garrett. I tell you, like, he's one of the greatest players to ever do it. He's one of the best players to ever put the jersey on for the Cleveland Browns. But after a certain period of time, and you wanted to be there, he's happy. I saw the pictures of him happy doing his thing, and I salute him. But listen, I told Jared Verse, I said, listen, Jared, let's talk to you for a little bit, Jared Verse. Right now, we looking, and in this top 5, we're going to talk about the top 5 guys that's going to help you get over Myles Garrett. We're going to talk about the top 5 guys, because right now, I believe it's a leadership vacuum. Yeah. I feel like right now there's some guys that really can step up and get this Cleveland Browns team
for sure
on and step into that vacuum, because I feel like it's young energy right now.
Yeah.
And Jared Verse, if I'm you gotta go ahead and go Super Saiyan, bro.
Hey,
you gotta go ahead and figure it out, Bryson, in terms of like, because they told you that you wasn't good enough.
Yeah, kind of similar to the story in a smaller factor of how I came about into college football. I was the 22nd lineman in the nation at a young age. And, due to whatever it may be, recruiting process, some people say politics, whatever, somehow I went from my actual scholarships being yanked, and then I had nothing. I had to walk on. So, Big Bro told me, hey, man, you got to figure out how you gonna come about this game. How you gonna come about this? It's like, you can't dwell on the past, and but you can use that to put a chip on your shoulder and go in.
Yep.
And go in.
Well, I think youth will be served this year. Youth will be served. We got to get back to where we want to go. We got to play hard. We got to find some leadership in this team, and we just got to go for it. We got some young, talented ball players, very talented. And if we can just get in there and listen to all the coaches say, get a scheme that fits our team, we should be good.
Hey, we got some young talent. Speaking of, let's get it off into the first top 5 list. We ready to go. Put the 5 in the chat if you're ready for the top 5.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it going. Trent, I'm going to start off with your top 5. We're going to bring you a list up here. We're going to start off with your number 5. Go ahead and throw that graphic up here. We're going to get to the top 5 individuals that you feel need to step up, that could really have a great step-up season and fill the leadership void in Myles Garrett. All right, so starting at number 5, you got Todd Monken, a.k.a. the Todd Father.
Hey, the Todd Father.
Todd Father himself. What's going on, man?
Listen, with Todd, bro, I'm telling you, I know he ain't, basically a defensive coach or anything. Myles is gone. But listen, it's time for that offense to shake now. It's time for the offense to go in. We got some weapons. We got Fannin Jr. Who else we got? We got KC, the Concepcion. We got your boy Denzel Boston outside, big body. And we got some other guys, Jerry Jeudy come on. Hopefully he catch some more.
Listen, Jerry Jeudy been wilding out, man. Bro. You must not been seeing. You must be working. Jerry Jeudy been wilding out. Chat, back me up. Chat, Jerry Jeudy been wilding in practice.
Listen, man. I just need him to. I don't know if he needs to do some extra reps or whatever, but whatever it may be, I ain't gonna be negative. We got some young guys, so Todd Monken gonna scheme some things up for our offense, and I think it's gonna be looking night and day difference from last year. We gonna have Monken, and he gonna get it going.
Listen, is 5 too low for Todd Monken? Is 5 kind of low? I don't know if y'all put him on y'all list. We yet to see. I feel like Todd Monken, if I was doing a list, I would have to have Todd Monken a little higher. You know why? Because I actually think you are correct, Trent. The thing that we've been trying to see for so long is the defense been carrying them, right? Yeah. We know Denzel Ward been carrying them. We know Myles Garrett been carrying them. But the people that really wasn't really doing their job was Kevin Stefanski in that offense.
Exactly.
Now you have a bona fide coordinator that is ready to cook, a guy that is not going to play no games with you.
Ain't going to play no games, and he going to be ultra aggressive. We ain't doing no dinking dunking stuff.
Right.
We out here ready to move that offense down the field. So we ready to go, man. We ready to cook.
But I kind of agree with Trent, though. It's like, Todd Monken can help you forget Myles Garrett a little bit, but it's about who wearing them shoulder pads and them helmets on the field. Yeah. So I feel like Todd Monken can help you forget about Kevin Stefanski. Okay. I don't think he can't help you forget about Myles Garrett.
Okay. All right. Well, shout out to the chat really quickly. Throw that up there. We got a Valentine. Says we got Grant. We got some of us says Grant Delpit.
I like that.
I like that. Yeah. I like Grant Delpit. Todd Father is higher on my list than number 2. We appreciate that. Mike Root. That's another one. Mike Rutenberg. That's a big one.
He's got to make this defense his own.
And
he has to really identify what kind of defense he's going to scheme up for these guys. And these guys got to play hard. They're going to play fast. And one of the things he's going to emphasize is turnovers. Yeah. We have to get more turnovers.
Yeah. But like I said, G. Bush, I got Monken there, though, because it's time to take the training wheels off. Yeah. It's time to take the training wheels off the offense. We ready to go. Number 2 at quarterback, most likely. We ready to go. All right, Shedeur, put your rollies up, dog.
Hey, we got Canton's finest, Harold Fannin Jr. coming in at number 4.
Yeah,
he broke the rookie record for tight ends. He was the number 1 target last year for the Cleveland Browns. I actually called his high school games, and I was doing play-by-play for the McKinley Bulldogs about when he was in high school, played safety. And the thing that really got me on Harold Fannin Jr., Trent, was the fact that when he gets the ball in the backfield or out of the backfield or anywhere in space, this dude
he does not go down. He's
no.
not going down. You know, he might not be the fastest guy. He's a football player, a bona fide football player. He catch that ball, he looking to punish somebody. He ain't looking to go down. He ain't looking to juke anybody. He looking to punish somebody, and that's what I like about him. And you know what? He been flying under the radar this offseason. Hey, listen, a lot of people been talking about Quinshawn. They've been talking about all of our new receivers, the rookies, which is granted they should be talking about them. But guess what? Todd Monken, what did he have in Baltimore? He had tight ends. That was the best pass catchers. Yes. You know, he had 2 tight ends, Isaiah Likely. He had the other tight end as well. They were bona fide, Pro Bowlers and superstars on the team. And just think what he going to do with Harold Fannin Jr. What is he going to do with him? He going to scheme him up. He going to be everywhere. He going to be playing out of the backfield. He going to be in space. So I'm looking forward to him having a big year again.
Boy, Trent, you look like you copied off my paper, man. I'm looking at that list. You sure that's not my list?
Listen, man, when Garrett sent this list, I said, man, I got to switch it up. I got to bring out the big guns.
Hey, I love the fact that I think that there are a lot of people like in the chat, and a lot of people with the Browns felt like we felt. Like when you get that news, like one of your best players is gone, you get the gut punch, man. But what you start to do is day by day, you start to look at the roster, you start to look at the energy. And the thing I love the most, and I said this the other day on the barbershop, I said the thing I loved the most was you didn't see a lot of people talking out of turn. You didn't see a lot of people running around crying, talking about, oh my gosh, like Carson Schwesinger looked like he was in good spirits. Jared Verse looked like he was in good spirits. Denzel Ward was just at a celebrity softball tournament talking about, hey, listen, I like Cleveland. I don't know what you talk about, but Denzel is from Cleveland.
He's from Cleveland.
That's his home. Yeah.
So if you look at it, guys, it's a lot of guys on the team. You could tell by the team and where they reacted that a lot of them still think they got what it takes to really do some things in that locker room.
Now we got 2 guys from Ohio. We got Jared Verse and Denzel Ward. They're from Ohio. They know about Ohio football. So these guys gonna come with it. They're going to have their families in the stand. They're representing Ohio.
And you got it's a business at the end of the day, man. Cats get traded every day. You know, Myles Garrett understands he wouldn't want those guys to not go out and do their business as they should. So, I mean, it's understandable. It's a loss, but at the end of the day, you got to keep it moving, man. You got to keep it moving.
Speaking of, man, Zaire Bowers, man, shout out to the young Zaire Bowers, man.
Shout out to him.
He says, Jared Verse, and thank you, G. Bush. My family thanks you in the community for the love. Y'all really showed up and showed out for the young man. I told you I just wanted him to get to 100. I think when I left count, I think he left off at 139. So salute to the
I seen that yesterday. That was pretty cool.
Definitely.
That was pretty cool.
Trent, let's get to your number. Let's get to your number 3. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to your number 3 on that list, because I feel like you've hit. You've hit 2 in a row. Carson Schwesinger, you got coming in at number 3. Now he's the reigning rookie of the defensive rookie of the year. Mm-hmm. You got Jared Verse, who was the other rookie of the year prior to that. So now you got back-to-back rookies of the year on the squad. Carson Schwesinger, by default, do you believe that he is now the leader on defense?
He's the leader. You know, he's the leader. He's our Luke Kuechly. You know, that's what I think, that he's out of the mode of a Luke Kuechly. He's a Pro Bowler this year. I think he'll be a Pro Bowler again. He's going to have an amazing season. Anytime you lose a guy like, defense end in 95 and Myles Garrett, you're looking for somebody else on that defense to fill that void. And to me, I feel like he's the emotional leader, but also I think he's the leader that shows with action, because he plays the hardest on the defense to me. You know, everybody plays hard, but you see him, it was a point in time where he was hurt during the season. He didn't want to come out that game.
He wasn't getting out.
No. He ain't coming out that game. No. So now, you know, we looking to him to provide that leadership on the defense.
Yeah, he can be the heart and soul of this defense this year.
For sure.
I thought last year, the thing that really got me, and I always tell people, I tell everybody that be doing this content, see, this is the problem. This is the difference between me and y'all. Y'all guys will get somebody and you'll be like, oh man, I ain't really know nothing about him. You'll take everything somebody say, didn't know nothing about him, but then see the evidence of what the dude can do, and you still a double and triple down.
No, you can't triple down.
I said Carson Schwesinger. I said, bro, who is this guy?
Listen, when he came out of UCLA, I said, UCLA. I'm like, do they even got football still?
I was like, you went to a basketball school.
I was baffled, bro.
And then when they said that he had not even started,
and he was a walk-on.
And he was a walk-on. I said the Browns done lost their mind. But Bryson will tell you, Bryson ended up being one of the best linemen that we had, like in terms of at OU, right? And when he walked on, it was crazy, because there's a lot of people that fall through the cracks and a lot of people that are late bloomers. And for sure. And I would rather have me a late bloomer than an early bloomer, for sure.
Well, this guy's still hungry, man. He know nothing is given to him. Yeah. And he's gotten to the league, and he showed up and showed out this last year. He's ready to go and ready to be the leader of this defense.
And if you want to point to signs of why Andrew Berry is still here and Kevin Stefanski isn't, look at that draft last year. Look at the draft, and then look at picks like Carson Schwesinger. To me, that is identifying players at the highest level. No one knew Carson Schwesinger was.
Nobody. No. And we football junkies. Like, if you come to our house, like, we listen, Trent crazy with it. Trent will be watching Division.
I'm meticulous.
Man, he be watching.
I'm meticulous.
We had Division 8,
bro.
12.
It's nasty.
Hey, bros, if y'all got to recruit,
only.
if y'all got a scouting job, I'll go to the craziest places to scout somebody.
I had an online dynasty with Trent and some dudes. Online dynasty for money, right? Trent quit the online dynasty. And then he's like, why you quit, Trent? Y'all taking up too much time on my schedule. I gotta watch the games.
I gotta watch these games. I said,
what game is on? He's like, I'm watching New Mexico State Central versus South Dakota A&M. I said, bro.
Who are these cats?
I was watching Pavia about 3 years ago dice some people up from New Mexico. And that's before he got to Vanderbilt.
Man, well, listen, we got some great names so far. So we done got at number 5 in recap, Todd Monken. You got Harold Fannin Jr. coming in at number 4, and then you got your man Carson Schwesinger. Now, You actually did something creative with this list right here.
Yeah, I didn't know if I didn't know if you was gonna let it slide.
You did. I let the judges was looking at you, but I like what you did. You got the Browns team defense coming in at number 2.
Yes, sir.
You know,
I'm gonna be honest. I was like, man, hopefully, I said, hopefully he led this through. You know, I'm gonna be honest. We put a lot of weight on, you know, our young players and everything. But let's be clear. Denzel Ward is still on that side. Delpit is still on that side. Mm-hmm. We got a rookie in what's his name? Emmanuel McNeil Warren. Yep. We got him in the draft. This is going to be a team defensive thing. We talking about replacing Myles Garrett here. You can't replace Myles Garrett, but what you can do is collectively have good team defense, and with some of the good pieces and young pieces to mesh with our veterans. That's what I'm looking forward to for us to press forward to even have a chance to be really good. And I think we do have a chance to be good. We need that team defense to be on point.
I'm going to ask you a question, Dad, because you said something that was key. Myles Garrett was such a big part of what the identity of what the Cleveland Browns wanted to do defensively. They got in the wide 9. They was really upfield. They was really into pressure and then getting upfield and using Myles Garrett's get off. I think the thing that we talk about that's going to change a lot that has not been talked about at all is what ways is the Browns defense going to change? Because now you're not so stuck to necessarily the wide 9. You got Coach Rutenberg who is going to bring a different aspect of it. You used a lot of man-to-man coverage with Denzel Ward and using the pressure, but now you can see more cover 3. You may see more different mixed fronts up front. Do you expect to see some of those things now that Myles Garrett is not on the squad?
I surely do. I see Jared Verse dropping in the coverage at times.
Yeah.
He's so versatile. Yeah. He can drop in the coverage. He can move out of the defensive end position and be pulled around to different positions so they can make a difference. They can do a lot with this defense. This defense wants to play fast. And what you got, Jared Verse, he causes a lot of turnover. He said, I like the game. I'm a violent person, and I play the game violent. You will see him moving around. You will see Coach Rutenberg confuse a lot of the offenses by utilizing him. With Schwesinger and with Williams up there at linebacker, you can either go into a bare front sometimes.
A lot of mixed fronts.
You can go into a simulated 3-4 as he played in Los Angeles. He's got a lot of tools to work with.
You know what I took away, too? The way Andrew Berry put this together? Just think. Mason Graham, first rounder. Carson Schwesinger, basically a first rounder. Emmanuel McNeil Warren should be a first rounder.
Yes.
Jared Verse, first rounder.
Yep.
Just those 4 guys came out of the draft the last 2 years. He virtually replaced defense with 4 first rounders.
Yes.
Actually, that's a very good point.
Crazy.
That's a good point. I like what you said because Andrew Berry done really actually on the sneak retooled the Cleveland Browns without really rebuilding it. I made the analogy the other day. A lot of times when you get people to remodel your house, if it's too much of an extensive remodel, you got to go to a hotel for a couple days. You might be with in-laws for a little bit. Right. He actually switched it up and changed the offensive line.
Yes.
Changed and swapped out a lot of guys up front and got younger at a lot of positions, Bryson.
Got better in a lot of positions. It's almost like, man, he retooled it up, threw a new muffler on there. He might have changed the manifold real quick. You got your little transmission flush. You got a brand new car, dog.
And right now, Cleveland got a lot of depth. Their depth is much better than it has been a long time. We talk about guys that we were forced to start last year. Now they can be depth pieces. Man. It is. They don't have to start. They don't have to worry about the offense being stagnated because you got offensive line just can be plug and play.
And I like about the new pack mentality. See, it's hard to replace a giant. Myles Garrett was a giant like Andre. Bars.
Yeah.
But
okay. No, he gonna say
Dom DeMarco.
He gonna bar himself up.
Dom DeMarco.
But now we moving more like an NWO, New Cleveland World Order. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of big stars that's gonna be making moves, and it's gonna attack on a pack mentality level And you know, when you got stars out there, when the stars come out there,
But
when you got the wrist up coming out there.
This is crazy.
And then you got V8 coming out there.
This is crazy.
Then you got DW
This
coming
is
out
crazy.
there. And then after that, you got Swesh Dog coming out
What?
there. It's a lot of bars, a lot of people
Bryson
you
is
got to deal
nuts.
with. New Cleveland
And
World
just
Order.
think about all these guys.
New World Order.
All these guys were big names, big household names in college football. Like, you think of Jared Verse, he came from Florida State after transferring. Mason Graham, a Michigan guy. You got, Carson Schwesinger, even though he was unknown, he came from UCLA.
Mm-hmm.
You got Shedeur Sanders on the offensive side. We got young energy. We got new energy, and these guys are actually productive at what they do.
You know what? One thing I'm glad about is they got this deal done early. So they got used to Myles Garrett not being there. Now you can rally. This team can start to solidify and say, we don't have Myles, but this is who we got, and we're going to come together and do this thing. I didn't want that to linger into first game, the first preseason game.
Right.
They got it done. It's out of the way. Now we can just concentrate on playing football.
Yeah, I agree. Like for him, Mason needs to learn how it feels without having that help with Myles Garrett being there. You need to feel the full weight of the bar, and you need to go ahead, get used to that weight, and then start doing your thing.
Hey, you strong. Like, here's the first time, because we didn't see it on memes. You strong when you get up under the 315 by yourself. Like, no
lift off.
No lift off.
Get your hands
the
off
315, no lift off, and it's just you. And you at a Planet Fitness. You at a Planet Fitness with an old lady in the back that's doing jazzercise by herself. And you got to lift that off and knock that out yourself. You got at least had 10 reps in you, bro.
Hey, Planet Fitness don't like you doing big weight like that.
No.
They be hitting that buzzer. Hey. Don't drop them weights.
Bert 504 became a member. Thank you so much for becoming a member.
Yes.
And definitely welcome to the family. Charlie X says Mace is going to have a lot of run responsibility for sure. You talk about Mason Graham. And, I thought he showed a level of toughness himself, speaking of Mason Graham, because he played after I believe the Tennessee game or the San Francisco game with a completely broken rib.
Yeah.
And I just had a little torn cartilage over here. And that's crazy to play to it, man.
And let's be clear, we got Malik Collins too.
Yeah.
That he's coming back off of injury. He had a phenomenal season, and I think he's gonna have a good season as well. And we got him as well.
I want them to play with total gang mentality.
Yeah.
Just gang mentality. Listen here.
Dogs.
Ain't nobody coming to save us. Ain't no Myles Garrett coming around to save us with a Euro step. Nobody's coming to save you.
He said he wanted to be O-Block. Dang,
I
bro.
want it straight.
Let's get
That's the epitome of my number 2. Team D.
Nobody is feeling sorry for the Cleveland Browns right
No.
now.
No.
Nobody.
No.
It's a lot of people want to bury the Cleveland Browns.
They laughing.
Because once again, they said, here's Cleveland, a dumpster fire. They trading the best player. What are they going to do? But it's a new Cleveland.
Let me get to your number 1 overall, Trent, because this one was the obvious one for most people.
You already know. Man.
Listen, I find it funny. I call it the slow walk territory. A couple of weeks ago when we was doing top 5, people was telling us Shedeur Sanders, he was already done. He was finished. That Shedeur had fell down to the bottom of the chart. They say, Dylan might be up there. No. Now all of a sudden, you see him dropping dimes to Isaiah Bond. It's the slow walk game himself. Let's get it going, Trent. What we got going on there?
Get your rollies out. Get your Audemars out. It's time to take the training wheels off. Shedeur is about to have a phenomenal season. And if you want to look for one guy that we should be talking about that's going to fill that vacuum of leadership.
I agree.
Myles Garrett got a lot of sacks, broke the record, but it's time for 2. It's time for 2. He done switched to his number. He back in his bag. And in OTAs, he progressing. And he's looking way much better. Todd Monken talked about it. And it's time to take the training wheels off. We about to get fancy again on them. We ready to go.
Listen, I love the Shedeur. I'm not going to let you overkill it because we got to get to somebody else's list. But overall, I do like your list, man. I think in Trent's list, he got Todd Monken. He got Harold Fannin Jr. He has Carson Schwesinger. Browns team defense, I like that move. And obviously, one of the big fan favorites is Shedeur Sanders, obviously, to take that mantle. Let's go ahead ahead and go. Now, I'm going to let you and Dad duke it out. Who want to go next, man? Who wants this next?
Pops.
Let me go.
All right, listen, let's go. Let's go.
Hey, I think it was a lot of plagiarism here, but I didn't.
Come on, man. Plagiarism?
But you know what? I can't be mad because you're thinking like me.
Okay.
I can't be mad at you.
Yeah. Listen, let's get it going, man.
Like father, like son.
There
Shout out
you
to
go.
Baby and Weezy.
So we gonna start. We got a couple overlaps here, but you got Harold Fannin Jr. Coming there at number 5.
I got Harold Fannin Jr. at number 5. This is an obvious. I could have put him much higher, but we know what Harold's going to do. Harold's going to get probably 80, 85 balls and probably look at 900 yards completion rate. I think he's going to be a phenomenal player. Third down. When we need a play, like I said before, like Ozzie, we looking for Harold, and he's going to make the plays at number 5. That's a little low, but he's on that list.
Hey, yeah, listen, Harold Fannin Jr., we kind of discussed him a little bit. Shout out to Bowling Green. As a matter of fact, that was one of the schools you thought about going to.
Yeah, I almost went to BG.
You almost
I was almost up there.
You was almost at BG. Shout out to Bowling Green State, man. They are hold on, coming back a little bit later, we will get to some jerseys that we'll talk about. Bowling Green is the JV Cleveland Browns.
Yes.
They got all,
They took everything.
They took everything, man. So let's get back to your number. Let's get back to the number 2, number 4. We finally see one of the rookies.
Okay.
Number 4.
Denzel Boston.
Now,
why you have Denzel Boston on this list instead of Casey Concepcion?
Well, you know what? I'm looking at what the Panthers did with Tedero McMillan.
Yeah.
Okay. T-Mac.
He revitalized their team. He came out. I thought he was a little slow in his 40s, but all he did was get open and catch passes.
That's it.
And he was controlling the game. He's dunking on people. He's doing all at 6'4", a good route runner. He's going to be a problem. As you saw early this year, when Deshaun Watson threw that pass, he did that little stop and go.
Yeah.
And you think he got past these
Tyson Campbell.
This guy is going to be a game changer.
Big ball, get ball.
He's a walking mismatch on any 5'10", 5'11" cornerback that's going to guard him.
Yeah.
He got good speed. He got good route running ability. I think he's going to be a very big surprise for the AFC North.
Hey, Bryson, I like it. I think Casey Concepcion, like he still has to. He's a work in progress on his hands. There were some things in practice where he dropped a few footballs, and that's just concentration. But the thing I did love about what Denzel Boston said, and this is why I'm energized about them overall, is he talked about how him and Casey Concepcion, they call each other brother. They sit beside each other, they hang out out of practice. And one of the things that we know, the good teams that you're part of, they hang out with each other. When we was playing, we had everybody would always come to the apartment. It was an open door policy. Yeah. People would come in between classes. They like, how many people stay here? We like, everybody stay here. Everybody stay here. So to get that camaraderie, I think that's big to setting your culture.
For sure. That you have to have that cohesiveness and to have that type of energy between two players, especially playing the same position. They're not going to say it, and sometimes they might say, hey, today we going at it. We seeing who doing what today. You know what I'm saying? I was killing today, man. You better come with it tomorrow.
You was looking bad.
You better come with it. But iron sharpen iron. Iron sharpen iron. You know what I'm saying? So, I know, hey, KC going to slow walk him too. Shedeur will slow walk. KC going to slow walk him. Believe me.
Hey, you know what? Todd Monk going to have so many packages for KC. He going to be in the backfield. He going to be running jet sweeps. They going to get him the ball.
You know what's crazy is I kind of did this when I was on the Bleacher Report. I was talking about it. They talking about they got to have a special package for Denzel Boston in the special teams game. I'm like, you do know, like, he did return
He was returning
Washington. So that shows me, I was surprised. That shows me the vision and run after catch ability.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see him. I like him on that, and I like the comparison to T-Mac because he really actually was one of the catalysts for the Panthers.
Yes.
And them being able to turn that around and get to the playoffs.
I'm just glad we ain't going to be like looking to take a shot every time the special teams come up like last year. Oh, my Lord.
Man.
Man, you like, man, I need a shot.
Listen, I'm stressed out. I'm completely
return? Oh, my
I'm
God.
completely stressed out.
You like, who back here?
Who back
Gage
here?
Laverdane? Gage, how you
Shout out to Gage.
Shout out to Gage. Gage, how you scared back there,
Man.
Don't touch that ball. Man.
Fair catch that.
Fire.
Peter.
Get away from that.
What do you got coming in at number 3? Let's take a look at this on the schedule. Number 3, we'll pull that back up here in a second. You got for Dad. Let me see.
Jared Verse.
Jared Verse. The first verse. We actually get to see him on the list.
Don't get it twisted. We're not saying he's going to replace Myles Garrett. He's going to do all this. But you know one thing? This young man is going to come with a chip on his shoulder. He's going to come with a chip on his shoulder. And this is going to be a trivia question. Who did they get for Myles Garrett in this draft? He's going to think, I'm not going to replace him, but this guy's going to come and play hard. He's going to be relentless. He causes fumbles. He's blocked punts and return them. This guy this guy's
He
a
a
whole
junkyard.
package.
He a junkyard dog.
He's not trash, brother.
No.
This
He's
guy
a great
is
player.
going to do some things, and I'm thinking Coach Ruberg going to move this guy around. He's going to make sure he's get on a side that he can come upfield. He's going to be able to drop in coverage. He's going to be a problem.
Hey, before we get to it, Weird Vet 81 says y'all's hat game is on point. You know,
Appreciate it.
it's so funny. We just put together a whole hat container. You know what I'm saying? The other day. You know what I'm saying? So now we definitely got to get hats, man. Dad got this little. You got this little polo joint on. You snuck in here.
Hey man, you get above like the mid-30s, you gotta have the hat game on because I ain't got flight money to take trips to Beijing. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Hey, I ain't got the flight money to go to Beijing every time.
I'm a hat man. I'm a baseball hat wearing guy. You know, I love it.
Man, the thing about Jared Verse that I'm sitting here and I'm gonna keep talking to you, bro. I'm gonna keep talking to you, big dog, bro. You gotta be mad. You got to be sick right now.
Yes.
The Rams was one couple plays away from the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Yeah.
They not only said, okay, we got to get better, dog. They singled you out.
Yeah.
I'm the best defensive player.
You got singled out as the move they had to make.
But
gotta use that for motivation.
I don't know, bro.
I like about what Andrew Berry did, he said, you know what? This trade ain't done unless we get Jared Verse.
Facts.
Yeah.
We got to have him, or you could just kiss that trade goodbye.
You know what I like to see him do? You know what? When Myles got 23 last year, we're going 20 for 20. Let me go get a 20.
Let
me go get a 20 piece.
A 20-piece nugget from Jared Verse. Crazy.
Let me go get a 20. Jared, go give him 20, Jared.
Jared Verse, if you hit him with the 20 piece,
go give him 20, Jared.
Give him a 20 piece.
At that point in time,
we ain't missing nothing.
I'm gonna just keep it real, bro, because I'm gonna be honest with you. You done some things. I had to go back and educate myself on your game tape. That block punt and return you had was crazy.
Yes.
And the way your bull rush, the way you're running over linemen.
Yes.
He is a dog.
Okay.
He hit him with the
Dog. With the up and under?
Yeah.
Hey, Bryson. Hey, man, listen. You know how it is. It's so disrespectful. I'd rather go ahead and put a lineman down rather than getting the sack. Because that's a highlight in itself.
That's a highlight. You hit him with the up and under, the fast feet and come right down the horn.
The fact that he's 25 years old.
Yeah.
He's 25 years. He has not even scratched the surface as far as showing his moves.
Let me go and put him up there. Hey, go ahead. What is it? D-Dog? Dog 9 says, what do he say? Dog 9 say, Verse ain't getting nobody's 20 sacks. That's not his game.
Hey, listen, it's all motivation, though, dog.
Hey, Dog 9. Hey, I'm trying to manifest something. He got no Super Saiyan this year.
We're speaking this into existence, buddy.
Fact. Hey, listen.
Speaking this to existence.
Hey, Loving Me Now says, while doing my research on Jared Verse, in my opinion, he's a younger version of Myles on the path to becoming a potential Hall of Fame player. Yeah. That's all we need. That's tough, but I will say this. If you watch his stats and you watch his game is a lot lot higher
Yeah.
than what his sack total is.
Yeah.
And I think that if he's put in a bigger position, sometimes with sacks, it's a little luck involved. Sometimes you can get chased into a sack.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
did
you know what I'm
you-
saying?
It
did
takes
you-
a little help from the other
Did you
end.
realize that he was like either 1 or 2 in pressures?
Yeah, like I saw that stat in pressures. Like it was
And
one of them
that
things.
means if he's pressuring the quarterback, somebody should be
He's there.
So
somebody-
Mason Graham should be getting Alex
Listen,
Wright, Isaiah McGuire.
Mason Graham, going
Malik
back
Collins?
to you a D tackle, but you got some sacks in college. I didn't seen it. If Verse can get about 12 and we could get about 5 or 6 from your boy Mason,
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
like sacks are to the homage to the whole defensive line,
Yeah.
Right.
Because it takes pressure from the other side to be able to get that sack a lot of times.
And by the way, man, we cooking, man. We started off a little slow, but we about 816 in here right now. 816. Hit that like button.
we
we creeping up there. We trying to, you know how we do. We trying to do the 1,000. So make sure you like and share and put your list in there as well.
Yeah.
This is before we get to your number. I believe number 2. I didn't see a lot of Mason Grahams on these lists. And I'm going to tell you what, to me, the person that can really make you forget or be like, dog, this is a move, is if you get Mason Graham. People forget he a top 5 pick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you can get Mason Graham to give you that push from the inside as a defensive tackle, I think that
with Malik Collins,
tackle.
Yeah.
If you tell me which is more impressive, right? If you tell me which is more impressive, a guy getting 12 sacks or 14 sacks on the outside versus a guy that give you 8 or 9 from the defensive tackle,
No, it's
I would
way
take
harder.
the 8 or 9
For sure.
because
It's way harder.
You know what? I think Mason Graham is the type of person that he sees Myles Garrett going. He sees that void. I think he's going to do a little extra this year and make his name called a lot more because he was playing in the shadow of Myles Garrett. I think this guy's going to be really hard on himself if he doesn't get in that backfield like he's
and Quires kept. I think that's why they made the trade. I think that they believe in Mason. He's going to step it up this year, and they said we can match him with Verse, and we can fill some production for Myles Garrett.
I will say this: not only that was going to make this defensive line better, is my fellow offensive lineman. Iron sharpen iron. You know about
Facts.
the wars in practice.
Yeah.
You know about the D-line, O-line wars you have in practice. And when you have now good offensive linemen, possibly great offensive linemen, Elton Jenkins, you got Fano out there. You better bring your A game to pass rush drill. You better bring your A game to pass
bring your lunchbox to work.
You better bring it because it's going to be a war all camp, all summer until we get in a game. And if you can get past Spencer Fano, if you can get past Elton Jenkins, if you can get past those guys, well, it shouldn't be no problem to get past another, lunchbox guy on Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
I like the energy. I love them. I love that pick. Dad, let's get to your number 2, Carson Schwesinger.
Carson Schwesinger.
Okay.
He's going to be wearing the green dot.
Okay.
Going to be wearing a green dot. This guy is going to be the captain of the defense.
Yeah.
This guy showed what he can do. Even though nobody knew him, he showed that he's a tackling machine. Mm-hmm. He's not only a tackling machine. He covers well. He does great drops. Gets his hands on the ball. Moves sideline to sideline. This guy, you can't get him out the game. He wants to play every down if he can.
Hey,
crazy.
He's going to make everybody better.
Hey, remember? Hey, listen. We unfortunately all of us was defensive linemen. Now Trent was the nose.
Nose tackle.
You got a nose.
Shout out to the nose tackles.
Bryson played defensive tackle, and I played defensive end. Now, Dad, his claim to fame is, y'all didn't inherit my speed. You didn't inherit my linebacker ability.
Well, yeah, not to claim I was a 4'6" guy. That's not very explosive.
You always throwing that 4'6".
Returning things, getting in the hook zone, fooling these tight ends that just swing across the middle. You say, I'm not looking at you. And soon as the quarterback throw the ball, I'm jumping that baby.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm jumping
Hey,
it
4'6" in the 70s is crazy.
Yeah.
4'6" in the 70s.
The
is
4'6", we got to figure out. We got to get him on some clock, bro. That 4'6" is crazy work.
That 4'6".
Hey,
but listen, I think Carson Schwesinger, bro, The good thing is he didn't do a lot of blitzing last year. I think that the defensive coordinator is going to blitz him a lot more this year. You're going to see a lot more blitzes from Carson Schwesinger and him being in the backfield.
With him and Quentin Williams.
Quincy Williams we haven't even talked about him yet.
Do you know what kind of linebacker play they're going to have with those two guys?
Awesome.
You know, you got an athletic defense, and it would behoove McGuire and Wright to get in the weight room, because their tackle's just gonna fall to them just because of the play of the linebackers.
Yeah, man. Listen,
you have a leader on your defense. That's gonna be Carson Schwesinger.
And
He's the leader of the defense.
You know, it's crazy. I was thinking about how Andrew Berry retooled this defense. You know what it's giving me? It reminded me of. Look at what the Eagles have done in the last 2 to 3 years. How they just got a youth movement on defense. Yeah. I call them the Philadelphia Georgia Bulldogs.
They
because they got about every Georgia Bulldog from that national championship team 2 years in a row. But I think he kind of took a playbook out of his brothers and said, you know what? I like what my brother doing over there in Philadelphia. We're going to go young, too, and we're going to have some guys coming off the edge, and we're going to have a youth movement.
I'm sure there's a little healthy brotherly competition going on there.
Yeah. It is. It's definitely they twinning. They definitely twins, right? Yeah. So let's get to number one. This is the obvious one overall. You got coming in at number one, and you put your spin on it. Obviously, is the number one is the number two. What we got going on?
Okay.
Shedeur Sanders.
Okay.
You know what? It's a shame that, we have to have this turmoil in Cleveland talking about this kid. This kid is a bona fide winner. The city of Cleveland need to get behind this kid because he wanted to be in Cleveland. He wants to win. He wants to work in the community. He keeps himself clean. He stayed in Cleveland all year long to work out just to get this position. He's a worker, man. This guy is him. It is him. When you look around and you talk to any of the players on the team, who they gravitate towards? Shedeur Sanders.
Every time.
He's got that magnetic personality that causes everybody to come together. He's a guy that wants to bring everybody together for one cause. And that's leadership.
Yeah.
That's leadership in a vacuum. And if they want to win, they need to put this guy in a place to win games and do all they can. And I'm sure the team's going to rally around him every game. Even if we down, he's going to get in the huddle. They're going to call a play for him, and they're going to believe that they can accomplish that goal.
You said, and I take a look at what Coach Monken said. Coach Monken says, hey, look, man, I think it's so funny. He be playing with y'all in the media. He be getting y'all together, man. He said, man, listen, Shedeur. First of all, Coach Prime, I'm waiting to go meet him. To be truthful, if he tell me where the commercial is, I go see him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He also says, hey, he did a great job with Shedeur because all I know Shedeur from doing is working. Right. All I know him from working. That's the work.
That's what
and
he
so
does.
At the end of the day, that's what's going to stand. And everybody in here done play football. Mm-hmm. Everybody in here done been on the team. Mm-hmm. And the thing that you can't take away is the work. The work is the thing.
Cannot.
And how we do it is, hey, bro, any of these dudes will tell me, hey, if the work ain't getting done, they'll tell you. They call you on the phone.
Right.
Hey, man, your work is looking trash right now. Yeah. You're looking bad out here, bro. What we doing?
Yeah.
And it's crazy. It's easy to debunk narratives when you're not out here doing the most. Like Shedeur hasn't done nothing but go to work. He ain't in the newspapers. You don't hear nothing negative about him.
No.
So it's very easy to debunk what these people are talking about in the media. It's like, bro, all he does is go to practice and stay in his playbook. You don't got no other narratives.
Let's get to this. We moved on. That's dad list. I like the list. This is one of them joints that I really talked about before. Dad had a nice little one. He had Jared Verse that really made his list. Denzel Boston was a new person in the list. Let's get it up and let's go to you, Bryson.
Yeah, I went a little different with my list a little bit. As the different child. I got to be a little different. So at 5, Starting off, man, I came with KC Concepcion.
Oh, we got
KC
KC.
KC the Concepcion.
Okay.
So you got Casey Concepcion, first round draft pick out of Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Can return punts. What makes you think that he's going to step up and be able to fill that void?
Man, the reason why I say this is because somebody like a legend like Myles Garrett, the Giant, like Myles Garrett, you can't necessarily say, I'm going to forget him. He's going to be in that ring one day. That name going to be always there. But what makes you forget people is something different. What's different? A different side of the ball. That can make you forget things. Something that we ain't had before, which is that dynamic, big playability, not only on special teams, but during regular offensive play. And the way his game is all about big plays here. Right. So I think he's gonna clean up a couple of the drops, and everything is really about timing and being patient with his route running, things like that. And once he's able to see it, it's gonna be a whole different game.
Yeah.
When you start to see stuff like, I ain't gonna say he is him, but Devin Hester like ability, that big type of play. That can make you forget a lot.
Like a lot of people is thinking like, okay, we gonna throw the ball just down to him, down the field and stuff. Todd Monken gonna have him in so many formations. He's a guy that you say, you ain't gonna be counting yards, but you know what you're gonna be counting? Touches. How many touches did he get this game? Where did he get his touches from? Was it the punt return? Was it screen game? Was it in the backfield? That's a guy that you're gonna see moving around the field everywhere.
This is a guy that can take a 2-yard little slant pass to go 50 yards. He's a guy that can run after the catch, and he's a mismatch. He's quick. He's a lot of screen passes, a lot of line up in the backfield, and a lot of motion. They're going to do a lot of window dressing to get him open.
And the big thing is what people may not see is his ability makes the defense not be able to cheat.
Yeah,
you can't play the drill because you play the drill, hand down, man down. He's gone.
Yeah.
So now you make other defenses be accountable.
I love the fact that Casey Concepcion actually has some skill sets that actually match up to complement the wide receiver room.
Right.
A lot of people always we only talk about quarterbacks. Nah, we talk about receivers. We talk about everything. And one of the things that I love is you got a deep guy in Isaiah Bond.
Yep.
You got a guy that could be a gadget guy that's really twitchy and can really run some decent routes as well underneath the Casey Concepcion. And then you got the big physical receiver in Denzel Boston.
Facts.
And now you have 1 or 2 year players, guys that are young guys under asset, that you can now deploy in different ways. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And Isaiah Bond is kind of cut from the center. He's going to get his touches too. You're going to see him in that same motion. But also, once you see that motion the whole game, we got guys that can take the top off the defense now.
Yeah.
Now you like, okay, I got to pay attention to him. No, I got to pay attention up top too. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Yes,
that spreads the field.
Let's get to your number 4. We got another rookie, Cleveland Browns rookie. I loved him. He's another Mac alumni. We done seen, we Bobcats here. You know what I'm saying? I got my brother Trent. He is an Akron Zip, and my mom graduated from Kent State. So we got the whole gambit in here.
Hey man, you got to put some respect on that Mac thing,
Maction.
Maction.
Emmanuel McNeil Warren coming in. And this one to me.
Yeah,
I was ecstatic when they got him because when you looked at some of the things, they had him right underneath.
Yeah.
Over
Fringe first
Caleb
rounder.
Downs.
It
was Caleb Downs safety, then Emmanuel McNeil Warren.
Yeah.
And the fact that the Cleveland Browns got him, boy, I'll take it.
Like
kept him in Ohio.
Yeah.
For sure. I like his range on the field. And the fact that he's another turnover machine. We talk about other players being turnover machines. He's another turnover machine. He covers ground and he shrinks the field. Shrinks the field immensely.
And he's a sure tackler.
Tackler.
Oh yeah, he gonna get some. He play in that bandit position.
Oh yeah,
especially in that new defense we got. You gonna see him in the box. You gonna see him back in.
And then what you're looking at, if you get some good play from Mason, V8. And others, you're looking for a lot of picks happening. There's going to be a lot of picks, a lot of tip balls, a lot of...
Did you just coin V8?
Yeah, that V8 is kind of crazy.
That V8 is crazy.
His motor always running.
You heard it first here at the top 5. V8.
Hey, Jared, he giving you the nickname V8.
Hey, let's get to...
Appreciate y'all, man.
We like good football conversation. See, there's the difference between what we're trying to do and a lot of other people doing, because we like to get into the real football aspects. We ain't doing the narrative bait game. We're talking about other guys and guys that can really possibly step
Play
up.
over politics.
Play over the politics, man. Yeah.
Sweet.
All right. And then also that segment was sponsored by Fubo TV.
Game day isn't just about the game. It's about who you share it with.
Hey, kickoffs in 2 minutes.
Let's go! With Fubo TV, your favorite teams are always right at home. From football and basketball to soccer and more, you can stream live sports, news, and entertainment all in one place. Miss something? No problem. With Cloud DVR, you won't miss a moment. And with Fubo TV, the game follows you from your living room to wherever life takes you. Because the best plays aren't just on the field. They're right here at home.
Fubo TV.
All right, shout out to Fubo TV for being sponsors of the Top 5. We appreciate everybody pulling up on Top 5. We actually are going to next week, Mom reappears. So shout out to Mom. We'll get a Top 5 going for that one. But for G. Bush, for Trent, for Bryson, for Dad, you know it ain't about us. It is not about who's in our Top 5. It's about who's in your Top 5. We appreciate you, and as always, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you never miss any of our content. We appreciate you. Have a great rest of your Sunday, and like I always tell you, you know what it is. Go Browns.
Yes.
Go Browns.
Go Browns.
Peace out.
All right.